It's Storytime Tea, that's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about the time I dated someone that only dated white women. Okay? Listen to my voice kind of messed up. I was at DreamCon acting a fool. But bear with me, let me set the scene. This is a cool college story for real. So obviously, if I'm dating somebody that only date white women, I had to be in college because that's some foolery that you do in college, okay? So I'm in college, and at the time I'm like in my regular people classes. Like, you know, I love to say that. I'm in my regular people classes because I was not yet doing all of my culinary things in my field. So I'm having like my little oceanography, English, psychology. Cool. So it's during that time period. And so I'm like mingling with all the little regular people and everything cool. I meet this guy. He's pretty cool. At the time, he was in a relationship, and I think either I was in one or I was just getting out one. Because I think this was like my second year in college. So yeah, we was cool, but I didn't really look at him no type of way. I knew he was looking at me some type of way, but I wasn't really looking at him because when I'm in a relationship, so I'm just like, yeah, we just cool. We talk sometimes. I think we had got lunch like 2 times as like a group, and yeah, we was just cool. Then after that, I went on to my culinary classes, left all of those people behind. I ain't never talked to none of them people ever again. And then yeah, when I was about to graduate, or like right after I graduated, he like got me on Instagram or something, because I didn't even have Instagram until like 3 months before I graduated college. So it's just like, yeah, he got me on Instagram or something. I'm like, yo, how you even find me? And so he like, hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm proud of you, da da da, do 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 do. How you been? Let's catch up. And I'm just like, okay, I guess. And so we're talking and everything like that. And he's just like, yeah, I don't have a girlfriend anymore, just in case you were wondering. And I'm just like, why would I be wondering? Why would I be wondering? What would I be wondering for? Like, what you trying to say? I'm just like, I'm not interested, but thank you for letting me know that you're available. And so we go on and we're talking and everything like that. And then after a while, I realized he was a little cooler than I remember. I was like, it might be cool for us to hang out. Like, we could do a little something. Like, we could go outside together. I like outside. And it was like summertime. So I'm just like, yeah, we could go on like a picnic or something. We could go fishing or something. Like, we could really be out. And so we had planned to like go on like this little ice cream date or something like that. So we had went to this special little ice cream shop that's like not well known or anything. It's not like Ben and Jerry's or something. It was like, they make their own little specialty ice creams at this place. So we went there, and I think we were downtown-ish. So we're like downtown Baltimore, and we're eating our ice cream, we're walking around, everything like that. We're talking, everything's great. And I'm like getting to know more of his personality at this point. And so then certain things just started to pop out for real. I seen a little orange flag or two for real, and I'm just like, So we're talking, and he's just like, oh yeah, I went to school here and I did this, da 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 da. And so we started talking about his friends and like my friends or whatever, and like the people we hang around. And then he started naming people. And I'm just like, all right. So he's just like, yeah, my best friend Jake. I'm like, bet. He's just like, yeah, because me and Brad always. And I'm like, bet. And he was like, yeah, but like I spend a lot of time with Ethan as well. And I'm just like, okay. And he's just like, yeah, but like my one girlfriend that I'm really cool with is Katie. And I'm just like, all right. And I'm just like, let me see a picture of something. I wanna see your friend group. Let me see your friend group. Like, let's see these people. Like, how are they? How tall are they? Like, you know, like, like what do they look like for real? And he showed me the picture. He's like, look. And I'm just like, why do you look like that one black boy that they dropped in there for diversity? What is going on? Why are your friends white? And I'm just like, you know what? It's cool. I like white people too. White people are cool. I think you should have more of a mix, being as though you're black. But, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you to decide who you can be cool with. And so, and then it's just like, he already started trying to like tell me why all his friends was white. Like he just try to put it in there, like, you know, because I went to a school where like it was like mostly white people, so you know, I'm just like, no you didn't. Because I'm just like, somebody else that we were in college with went to your same school and was in your same grade, and all their friends are black. Why are none of your friends black? I was like, you know what, it's cool. This is the life that you live, and it's fine. It's fine. Have fun. And so we move on. We talking about music taste and everything like that. And I'm not gonna tell y'all who he liked, because then y'all gonna judge me for judging him for not liking the proper people. But I'm gonna just say he listened to a lot of wild things. I'm just like, you don't like any regular artists that that don't sound like they off a perk or a 7. Like, I don't know. Like he was listening to a bunch of crazy stuff, and I'm just like, okay. Like, you could have said country for real, and I would have fucked with it. Like, you can like trap music for real. Like, I'm gonna fuck with it. Like, it's cool. Like, it's cool, but I'm judging you off these 5 artists that you said was your favorite. You had one solid artist in there. And it's not even like I gotta like the artist that you like. I just gotta know that they are likable. And the people that he was picking was very questionable. I'm just like, who are these niggas? So I'm just like, all right, Joe, it's cool. I'm just like, bet. All right, I'm like, your music taste, your choice in friends, we're gonna keep on moving on. It's cool. Like, you're a cool guy. Like, everybody's different. Like, we're gonna let you be different. So we move on. We're talking and everything, and he's just like trying to segue away from like relationships. Like, he's purposely trying to avoid that topic to tell me about like what other things he had on. I was like, that's fine. It's only like, you know, our first time hanging out after all these years. It's cool. I don't want to talk about relationships either. Let's move on. So I think we talked something about like teams and everything like that, because he liked basketball or whatever. And then we was talking about LeBron. Of course, everybody always want to talk about LeBron. So yeah, we was just talking about that and everything like that. And after that, we left. We went home. He texted me. I texted him. Everything's cool. I'm just like, you're a cool guy. And we just had our little conversations. And then we went on like a second date. But like, he lived far away, so it was just like the dates weren't like twice a week or something like that. We'd get like one date in a week. And so we went on a second date. It was cool. He was cool. Nothing really came up for me to say that it was memorable. So yeah, we went on that date. Then after that, we had our third date. Once we got on our third date, he started asking me about like random stuff about my family, everything like that. And then he was telling me about the people he identified with and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, all right. And then it was like another darker orange flag. Like, it was almost red, but it wasn't quite there yet, you know? And I'm just like, okay. I don't think that some of the things that you just said was okay, but I'm gonna let it rock, because, you know, everybody different. I'm gonna give you leeway and let you do whatever you gonna do for real. And so then we start talking about like girlfriends and boyfriends and all that good stuff. And I'm just like, well, the last girl I was with, whatever. And then he's like, well, the last girl I was with, And he was trying to like purposely not tell me details about the girl, because then it would lead me to believe that she's white. And I'm just like, I really don't care if your last girlfriend was white. Like, it doesn't matter. But like, then he was just like, well, it's not really the last one. It's kind of all of them. And so he just was naming all of the women. And I'm just like, so Rebecca. So you talk to a bunch of Rebeccas. He's just like, no, but like, because they was the ones that was approaching me and like And I'm like, all right, you shy. And all the women that you've been with, they have came up to you. Okay, I give it to you. It's fine. Everybody you dated was white. Whatever. Cool. It's cool. We're good. And so we're talking. And he was telling me about how long each of his relationships was. I'm like, all right, cool. That's fine. Whatever. And we go on. We go to another date. We're on our 4th date. And then he's like, start talking about like us, like becoming a us, and like really actually dating, and it not being too much like friend dating, because like everything we did was like we could stop at any point in time and just separate because we don't like the fact that this is going the way that it's going type of dates. But he was just like, no, we should like go out to dinner and we should do this and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. And at the time I wasn't talking to anybody, so I was just like, It could be cool. I might fuck with you. I don't know. And so then when we went on this 4th date or whatever, then like things started popping up in his personality that made me realize why he was only talking to these white women. So here we go. We're on a date, and it's like he told me that we was going to be doing a certain thing. We ended up not doing a certain thing that he told me we was going to do. I dressed according to that plan, and so he had us doing something completely different, and my clothes was not doing what they were supposed to be done did. Because I had on a dress and like some little flats or whatever, and I needed pants on. I needed pants on, and I really needed some tennis shoes on, for real. Like, I don't even think flats would have been a proper thing, but I had my toes out, and I'm just like, I don't like the fact that you didn't tell me that we was going to be doing something more along these lines, because I would have prepared for that. I would have dressed for that. And now I feel like I'm underprepared, and I don't want to have my butt out. Like, I got on a dress. Like, I don't want to have my little toes out when we doing this thing. Now we got to like buy socks and stuff like that. Because like why didn't you discuss this with me? And he just like, I don't really gotta tell you anything for real. Like, it's just gonna be whatever I said it is for real. And I'm just like, who the fuck is he talking to? I'm like, who man is this? Who is he talking to? So I'm just like, you know what? It's cool. Maybe I took what you said incorrectly, or maybe your tone is the reason why I didn't like what you said. And maybe like if you would have said it a little different, I wouldn't have thought you had me fucked up just now. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and say you ain't mean it like that, and we cool for real. Everything fine. All right. Okay, it's what you said it is. And so we go on with the date. And it's just like throughout the date, he been a little like passive aggressive with things that he was saying, and just a little rude, to be honest. But I didn't like know if like he had a hard day or something, or like what happened before then. So I'm trying to like get some information out of him. I'm just like, yo, you good? Like, what's up with you? Like, I'm like, and why did our plans change from one thing to the other? Like, what happened to that previous plan? And like da. And so he tried to make it seem like I was pressing him. And so then he got more defensive, and I'm just like, I wasn't pressing you. I was just trying to see what was up. I'm like, I wasn't pressing you, so I don't know why you acting like this to me. What did I do? I didn't do anything. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to be mad, because I'm not going to be mad at somebody for being mad at me. And so I'm just like, it's whatever. And so the date ends. I'm not really thinking about going on a 5th date, not gonna lie to you, because I don't like when people get smart with me. Don't get smart with me. Just talk to me. Like, whatever it is, it can be resolved. It can be resolved quickly. Like, we can figure this out. You ain't gotta get smart with me, especially if I ain't the reason why you even mad. If I'm not the reason why you mad, you shouldn't be giving me your anger. Get that shit to somebody else. I did not sign up for that. So I'm just like, yeah, nah. And so then he had texted me like the next day, like, oh, like, I know the plan didn't go right, but you know, you was alright for real. Like, you still had a good time, da. I'm like, how you gonna tell me what I had? How you gonna tell me what I did? I'm just like, you don't know nothing. You didn't even ask me any questions. You just told me what it was. Why are you like this? I'm just like, what if I had a terrible time? What if I didn't have a good time? I'm like, just because I laughed like 2 times doesn't mean like I'm happy and I had a good time. Like, you don't want to ask me no questions, or you don't want to apologize for your little antics that you had going on yesterday? No? Oh, okay. So it's like, I'm like, all right. And so he tried to plan a 5th date. I kind of like told him no. And I was just like, maybe we need some time to just keep on continuing to have conversations and to learn more about each other before we go on another date, because that shit you just did ain't it. And so he tried to make it seem like he didn't do anything, whatever. I let that shit go, because I'm just like, I was there, so you can't tell me what happened because I was there. So then we finally have our like 5th date, like week 6 or something like that. And we go on this date. And before we get on the date, he texted me, oh, be ready at 2 o'clock. Have on these type of clothes because we're going to do this type of thing. I'm like, all right, bet. So I was ready at 2 o'clock, had my clothes on and everything. He ain't say nothing to me. I texted him at 1, like, we still good for 2? He ain't say nothing to me, so I'm just like, well, I know he was at work, so like, it could have went over. 3 o'clock come. He ain't say nothing to me. And so I'm just like, well, now I'm about to slowly slide these motherfucking jeans off. I'm finna to be chilling. I put my little feet up and everything. I take my half a shirt off because y'all know I always got on a half a shirt. I said, let me go ahead and turn on my show. And then he calls me at like 4 and he's like, oh, hey. And I'm just like, hello? And he's just like, I'm outside. And I'm just like, no, you're not. And he was like, I'm outside. I'm just like, why are you outside my house at 4 o'clock? And he's just like, because I told you that we was going to go to the thing. And I'm just like, yeah, but then you continuously ignored my text because I texted you twice. And you didn't ever call me and tell me that you needed us to be later or anything like that. And he's just like, I know, but you knew that we was going out today. And I'm just like, I knew we were going out today at 2. I'm like, anything could have happened to you. You could have been in a hospital. You could have overslept and you could have just been sleeping the whole day away and then waking up at 8 p.m. I didn't know what you were doing because you didn't contact me. So I don't have anything on. I'm like, at this point, nah, like I'm not going outside. And so he's just like, what do you mean? Just put your clothes on. And I'm just like, I had a scheduled time, like we was going out at 2. I expected to be back in the house at 8. It is now 4:15. The task that you wanted us to do and complete, like you had like 3 things on the list. I'm not finna do all of that shit in that short amount of time. And I want to be like back together, like showered and everything by 8 o'clock. And so I'ma say no. I'ma say see you later. And he's just like, but I'm outside, so come outside. And I'm just like, I don't know who this man is talking to, so I'm just gonna look at my phone in confusion and then look around the room like, who is he talking to? And so I didn't say anything. And he's just like, so you coming outside, right? He was like, I can wait. And I'm just like, well, you can wait until fucking tomorrow because I don't know who you thought was coming outside right now. Like I took the crop top off, like it's off. The half a shirt is off. Sorry, you will not be seeing me today. I'm just like, I have on 1 piece of cloth. Like I'm literally on my sofa right now with 1 piece of cloth on. I will not be seeing you today. Thank you for your services. Thank you for coming over here to see me, but you're not seeing me today. He's just like, so I can't come inside? Like you don't want to go on this date? Like why would you do that to me? Da da da. And I'm just like, why are you not being accountable for the things that you have done? You act like you don't remember the fact that you ignored my text. It said read, sir. It said read at 3:05. So at 3:05, even though you were an hour late, you could have said, hey, I'm still gonna come at 4 if that's cool. But instead you just popped the fuck up at 4 o'clock. I don't know where they do that at, but they don't do that over here. So I'm gonna need you to go and get it. And so he's just like, I said, and then unpause my show. I'm like, I don't know who let him get away with that, but it wasn't gonna be me. I'm like, I don't know who he's talking to, so good job. And then I continued to watch my show. He texted me like 3 times, like, I'm still sitting out here. What's taking you so long to come? Da da da. I was still sitting there with my 1 piece of cloth on the sofa, watching my show, eating a banana. I did not give a fuck. I'm like, what are you talking about, sir? I'm like, I did not sign up for that, so I'm not doing it. And so he was mad as shit. He called me like 2 more times, and then he was just like, all right, I'm leaving. He left me a voicemail and everything. How are you leaving me a voicemail? Get out of here. And so he left. And then after that, like, I think like the next day or like that night, he was just like, I can't believe you ain't come outside. That was so rude of you. Why would you have me come all the way to your house just to not go on this date with me? Da da da. I'm just like, you still not trying to be accountable for what you done did. I'm like, sir, I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. I had a schedule and you prolonged getting here. You came here over 2 hours late. Like, you got here like 4:05 when you were supposed to be here at 2. And you didn't even tell me that you was coming. So why would I have been ready? I could have been taking a nap and you would have came here and I would have been asleep. So same difference. I was watching my show and that's important to me. So I'm just like, I need to finish this season and I'm not worried about these little games that you got going on. And so he's just like, well, I'm mad at you, so da da da. I'm like, bro, I literally don't give a fuck. And so Yeah, and then like some time goes on. I think we ended up going back out, and I think it was like us and 2 other people. And so we go out like on a group type thing. I think it was 2 other people that we went to college with, or one other person that we went to college with, and like his new little girlfriend or something like that. So we went out with them. I think we did mini golfing or something like that. And like I was playing, because one thing I'm going to do is show these niggas up. I don't care who it is. And so I was hitting that motherfucker. And so like all of them, I was hitting it, and I was getting it in like 2 holes, or like 1 hole, or like max 3 holes. I was like, dude, once I hit it 3 times, it's going in there. And so he wasn't doing that well. I don't know if it's because he was over 6 feet, and yeah, but all of us regular size folks, all of us 5'6", 5'7", 5'8" little folks, we was doing amazing. He was doing terrible. And we were like doing it as like a group, but also individuals. So like our group was at a deficit because he was playing around. So I was trying to make up for it by being the best I could possibly be. And so my score by myself was way better than everybody else's. But my group score was like, we lost by like 3. And I was upset, because I was just like, I carried this team, and you should have did better. But he was mad at me because he said I outshowed him. Like I tried to show him up and make him look bad in front of the other couple or whatever. And I'm just like, be better. Like, be better then. Like, all you gotta do is be better. Match my fly. Do more. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not gonna dim my light so that you can shine. Cause it's taking you like 10 hits to get in this 1 hole. What are you doing? You ain't had to bring it back that far. This is not real golf. And so I'm just like, yeah, whatever, child. So I'm thinking like that's all it's gonna be. Once we get back to the car and everything, he's still talking about it like, oh, I can't believe you acted like that. Like you really was trying to make it seem like it was all about you. Like you so good at everything, da da da. I'm just like, I didn't even talk my shit because y'all wasn't shit talkers. I just did well and continued to do well. I didn't even say y'all was trash. I never trash talked any of y'all for being the trash that y'all were. I just let y'all be trash because I'm a kind individual and I just want y'all to be better. And so I try to encourage y'all. So I don't see how I try to throw anything in your face, but you know. And so he's just like, yeah, nobody I ever been with would act like that. I don't know why you would even do something like that. And I'm just like, so are you telling me not to be great? Is that what you're saying? Like, it's literally mini golf though. Like, are you telling me not to be great? Because I'm like, this transfers over into other things. Because if you're mad about mini golf, you're going to be mad about something else. Like, you're going to be one of them men that's mad when their wives get promotions. Please stop. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And so I'm like, all right, Joe. And so I wasn't taking anything to heart. I just was like, he just geeking. Okay. And so yeah, that's basically how it was. And then like as time went on, he just kept on doing more and more stuff because like he ended up needing to get this he was trying to get into this program at his school. And so I was trying to help him because like he was going to graduate school, I think, or like it was taking him a while to finish whatever he was trying to do. Cause like I was out of school in like 3 years. I was out of school in 3 years. So I was just like, yeah, I can help you. And like he was like unmotivated to like talk to the people that was in charge of things because he was like, I'm tired of talking to these people. Like I keep on calling them and they ignore me or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I helped him type this little email asking the people because he needed a certain class and it was a prerequisite for that class and he wanted to take them together so that he could finish on time. But they was like, no, you gotta take this first and da da da. So I like helped him plead his case and everything and do what it was that he was trying to do. But like, I'm like, why I want this more than you? But I'm trying to be helpful because I'm gonna help my men out. I'm gonna help my women out too. I'm rooting for everybody black. So I'm just like, I'm gonna help you do this thing, but like, why are you acting like this? And so once he actually got in and they told him, oh yeah, you could take them together or whatever. After I fought for his rights, because he was not fighting for his rights. After I fought for his rights, then he did what he was trying to do. Everything was cool. And it worked out. But I'm just like, I low-key had to do that for my own thing so that I could graduate when I wanted to graduate. And so I was just like, I already been here before. I got you. I know what to say. They gonna listen to you. And so, yeah. And then after that, it was just like, so many other things where it was just like, I kept on trying to help him and he wasn't really trying to help himself. And then at some point in time, he got mad at me because I was just like, oh, you should do this because if you do this, it's going to help you do this other thing. And he's just like, why you always trying to be in control of everything? Why you always trying to do everything? You think you know everything, da da da. And I'm just like, whoa. First of all, you asked me for my help initially. That's what you did. You said, hey, can you help me with this thing? Can you help me accomplish this thing? I said, yes. I took time out of my day to do this. Like, I'm in the gym 2 hours a day. I got a full-time job. Like, I got shit I'm doing. Like, I got stuff that I'm doing. Like, I don't have time for this. And so I'm just like, you're mad at me right now because I want you to be better after you asked me to help you be better. Also, that's the most important thing. You asked, first of all. So how am I trying to be in control of anything? All I'm trying to do is be a helping hand and to help you do what it is that you're trying to do. So I'm just like, if you didn't want my help, you could have just said that. Or if you just wanted my help with just one little part and you was going to do the rest, you could have also just said that. I don't know why I got to get cussed the fuck out because I want you to be better. I'm just like, I don't know who you dated before, but like, that's what we do. That's what we do over here. What we do over here is we be better in general and we try to help the people around us be better in general because it's just a personality trait. That's like, and so I'm just like, I don't know why you're acting like this to me for, but I'm just like, what I'm not going to do is stick around for you and your cornery. So after that whole thing, I stopped talking to him because I'm just like, bro, no, you're not about to be rude to me after I just helped you. So yeah, we stopped talking, but I think like my whole thing was, and what I said to him is, you be dating the same type of women. The type of women that just let you be complacent and do whatever it is that you want to do and say whatever you want to say. The motherfuckers that don't want to hold you accountable for your actions. Like when you're late, you need to be like, oh, I apologize for inconveniencing you because you inconvenienced me. Like when you do something wrong, you don't always gotta say, oh, I was wrong, you was right. I don't really care about that. But you need to act accordingly. Like, don't try to act like, oh, it's my fault that something wrong was done or that you didn't do anything wrong because you did. I'm just like, so they aren't holding you accountable and they aren't asking for you to be better at any point in time. You're very complacent in the things that you do, and we don't do that over here. That's what they do over there, but we don't do that over here. So I'm just like, if that's what you want, you can go back over there. I'm not that type of girl, I'm sorry. So I'm just like, yeah, I think you're better off with the women that you have been dating, and I hope you have a great time with that, because one thing you won't do with a black woman is run your mouth when you're wrong. I'm so sorry, because we don't want to hear it. So I'm just like, but that's for women in general. Like, if you wrong and you want to be smart about it, I'm gonna have to say something to you. I'm so sorry. Like, if you wrong and you just wrong, okay, maybe I won't say anything. But you're not gonna be loud and wrong. Be quietly wrong. Silently wrong. Mind your motherfucking business with your wrongness. Because over here, we're gonna do the right thing and we're gonna be right, okay? So I can admit my faults. That's fine. But you gotta admit yours as well. And then we gotta move past them. We gotta get over it. We gotta grow. And he didn't want to grow. So he couldn't stay over here. And that's that on that. But, you know, that was it. My moral of the story is, like, maybe date people that date people like you. Like, you shouldn't be one of a kind, okay? Not in their dating pool, you shouldn't be one of a kind. It should be like-minded women that he has also dated. Because if you're one of a kind, he's about to act a fool. So, yeah. That's it. That's the moral of the story. So for me, story time Tish, the tea is over. Peace and love.